What is going on, guys? We are back with another YouTube video. As you can see, a lot has changed. My room's not as clean as it usually is. My hair is not brown. I got a piercing on my ear. What is going on? So let me explain real quick. One, I said I was gonna upload every single week. I didn't. I'm sorry. We're back at it. Let me show you this time. Two, me and my roommates all made a bet that we'd all upload every single week on our personal channel. So I'm gonna link them down below to go check out them. If someone doesn't upload, they owe everyone else, a part of 19, which is 6 people, $50. So that's like $300 that you're losing if you don't upload. You have to pay everyone else $300. I'm not trying to lose $300. 3, I want this video to be about everything I've learned living in LA for a year. I've been here for a year and a half and my life has been a complete roller coaster, going up and down, upside down, flips, backflips. I don't know, it's been crazy. So let me share with you. Everything I'm about to tell you right now are things that I'm practicing every single day, things that I've gone through, and things that I'm gonna keep going through in my life. So everything I'm about to say I've dealt with before and overcome it in some way. The first thing I learned living in LA was stamina, like working your butt off. And I don't mean like work till you fucking die. I mean just like working a lot for what you love. You really have to put in that extra time, because if you don't, I promise you, there's some other 14-year-old kid who's gonna start learning how to edit and will become so good, so fast, and take your position, take your job, and everything you work for. So keep going. 2, patience. Once I learned how to work hard, patience became probably the biggest speed bump in my life. I was surrounded by all these people that were so successful, my roommate, the people I worked with, people I was seeing like at all these parties, and I thought like that's where I needed to be. What I forgot though was that these people were already on their journey. They're 10 years deep, 5 years deep. People have been doing this stuff since they were 14 and they're like 20. Like, I would get ahead of myself and forget that I'm only 1 year into my journey, and I would think that I would need to be where they're at and like have the nice things that they have and the money in their account and have the same and like make the same amount of money. Like, no, that's not at all the case. So if you're gonna move here, you better have some patience. The third thing I learned was momentum. One day I was just like, hey, I'm gonna have a great fucking day. I did that. The next day I was like, hey, I'm gonna do another great fucking day. I did it. It turned out that whole week I had great fucking days. So what did I do the next week? I was like, hey, I got a 1-up last week. So I had a great fucking week that week. And then by the time the whole month was done, I was like, yo, this is the best month ever. And the next month was even better, and the next month. And it was just like a snowball effect, and I like couldn't be stopped. Number 4, mindset. Mindset is the most important thing, guys. I have an iconic piece in my bathroom that says mindset is everything. If you're a little fish, but you have a mindset of a shark, you're a shark. Like, you gotta put yourself in the right mindset. I always say, build your mindset before you build a business or anything you wanna do. Your mindset is the base and foundation for your whole life. If you wanna go to school, if you wanna be a singer, you wanna do YouTube, whatever you wanna do, your mind is always gonna be a factor in your life. So why don't you have that down, have that right, and really know who you are. And it's more about just having that self-awareness of what you want to do in life and actually like doing that. The 5th thing I learned was management. When I was working with the art company, I took on a little bit of management role with some editors under me, and let me tell you, that shit is so hard. I promise you, like, when you start managing people, you have to be available on the weekends, at any time of the day, because when your boss hits you, is like, yo, where's this at, where's this at, then you gotta go hit up this person. You always just want to be on top of your game and almost like be available. If you plan on taking any management role, you're in for a ride. So the next thing I learned was confidence. Like, if you do not know how to like boss up and take control of certain situations, you will be walked on in LA. I remember I was on the shoot one time and I told my boss like, oh, I was gonna have him move it, but I didn't. And then he told me, he's like, hey, if you felt like that would have made the video 1% better by having, you know, like the janitor guy move that piece of equipment, you should do it. Like, boss up into your situation. If you're gonna be a director, if you're gonna be a YouTuber, like whatever you're gonna do, like have that confidence to boss up and like take control, or you're gonna get like walked on, you're gonna get like just thrown into the fucking stream and you're gonna go with the flow. And like the real winners are like going upstream, so boss up. The next thing I learned was abundance. When I started working for Iconic, I was the only videographer, and then another guy came on board. And I started getting very jealous and like almost feeling like there wasn't enough video to go around, video editing, video to even be filmed. And I realized that there's so much out there, guys, even in life, in your company, the job you work for, that there's no reason you should be in the competitive mode with someone that is on your team. Like, be competitive with other people, but like the people on your team, like there is enough to go around. And I didn't think that at the time, and it kind of, you know, it even hurt my relationship with someone who I would call like one of my best friends, Jake. It hurt my relationship with him, because like I had that view against him that I was like supposed to be in competition mode with him, which is not the case. Like there's abundance and there's enough to go around for everyone. Especially in LA, I feel like people don't think that. Like people get very selfish in LA and they will kind of do dirty shit to kind of like throw you under the bus or like to get to the top. A lot of people get to the top very dirty. Eventually like you're gonna get exposed. So like have that patience to get to the top and do it right. The next thing I learned was non-emotional detachment. Learning to become detached with the end result. Let me just share my experience. So as editing, you have all these shots, right? And you are in love with each and every single one. Like you put your blood, sweat, and tears to this nice dolly shot, to this like one certain parallax shot. You love each one. And as an editor, we spend so much time like choosing like, hey, what shot are we gonna take out? What shot are we gonna put in? I was taking 10 hours of footage and squeezing it into 20 minutes. And I learned just to become detached with like what clip I was deleting, and I just went so much faster and became so much more efficient. Even me filming this video, like Christian sitting here and I've, have fucked up for probably the past hour. Like becoming detached with like being perfect is what I suggest. And I'm practicing that every single day. So no one's perfect at that, which is kind of what I just said. Can't be perfect. Thank you, Christian. Thank you, baby. So the next thing I learned was actually from this guy named Tom Billy. I'm gonna try to find the clip. If I don't, no worries. Hopefully I explain it clearly and well enough. Being obsessed with the right answer. When you could be obsessed with the right answer, when you're especially when you're working with a team, when someone says something, you're not afraid to give that person credit and be like, hey, like that is what we need, like right now. And a lot of times, like you're throwing out, all these like answers and ideas, and you like love them so much more because they're yours. But being obsessed with the right answer, it kind of puts your ego down and kind of like puts you in a place of like looking for, what the company needs, what the startup needs, like where is, the best place to film this, so just being obsessed with that I think is a good idea. So being obsessed with the right answer will give you more freedom working with like a team. Consistency always wins. The next thing I learned, if anyone is consistent with what they do, they're gonna win. Doesn't matter. Even if their shit is worse than the other person that puts out shit once a fucking year. I'm kind of learning this as well. Like I'm not consistent with anything I do. That's why I'm not winning, But watch, consistency will always win. I'm gonna show you. Narrow focus, have a narrow focus. A lot of times you come to LA, so many things are getting thrown at you like, oh, do this, do that. Like have your core 3 things in life and you will never go wrong with that.
Fucking never.
Fucking never. So 1 is 19 for me, 2, production team, and then 3 is music management, which I'll tell you guys in another video. I might be managing some artists. I'll tell you later. So really understanding your narrow focus will have you doing stuff and you'll realize like, oh my gosh, like this doesn't benefit those 3 things, So it's like, why am I even doing it? So you'll learn to like stop doing certain stuff if it doesn't benefit like your mission and what your purpose is. The next thing I learned was be strategic with what you do. A lot of times I wasn't careful with what I was posting online, what I was saying online, what I was saying to like my boss or saying to like certain people. Some of the things I did wasn't like the smartest. So like, be careful with what you're saying. Be careful with what you're saying in the workspace. Like you don't want to show people your cards because they're going to use it against you. The next thing I learned was communication. Communication is fucking key. Like when you get a text, like a real fucking legend will fucking respond to them fast. So like just try to like respond to everyone as fast as possible. Don't like leave people on red unless they're wasting your time. If you are working for someone and they don't know like that you're working on Saturdays, like let them know, like, hey, like I'm putting in work Saturdays. So they're never gonna know that you're like busting your ass off even extra if you don't like communicate with like how much time you're putting into a certain project or even like how much you care. Like almost every week I let my clients know like how much I appreciate them, how much I love working with them, like how much fun I have. Just so like always stay in communication so the other person knows like people can't read minds. So just talk everything out. Next thing I learned was investing into yourself. There's nothing better you can do than investing into like your dream, your purpose, your mission. When all else fails, just go all in on your dreams and I promise you, you will not go wrong. Like if you are doing what you love and you're like not making a lot of money, I promise you there's people making a lot of money not doing what they love. Just go for what you love. I promise you, you can never go wrong with that. Like, invest into yourself. If it's even like, yo, I'm gonna go buy a camera because this is gonna make my YouTube videos better because you wanna be a YouTuber, like, go do that. Like, you're not gonna go wrong investing into yourself. But you can go wrong, which is something, a chapter that I'm going through right now, is doing the right things in the wrong order. So just also be aware of that. Like, you wanna be, you know, don't go buy the most expensive camera, like, take steps to it, take baby steps. And the last thing I've learned so far living in LA is learning to become unfuckable with. Like, people are gonna try to fuck with you, people are gonna try to get under your nerves, people are gonna try to lowball you on prices, people are gonna try to take advantage of you, people are gonna try to hook up with a girl you're talking to, you know, like your own friends are, like, I've had that happen in LA. Like, be aware of that. Be aware of like people that are like snakes, and just like learn to become unfuckable with. Like, don't let anyone get under your skin. Once someone knows they can get under your skin, they're gonna keep doing that. Just learn like to not get emotional on certain things. Like the last company I was working with, like we'd have meetings about like, you know, me not being as efficient sometimes, and you know, I get emotional about that. Like, okay, like just find the problem, find like how to fix it, and like just work on it, you know, but do not become like fucked with, you know, like do not, you just want to be in a place where you're at, your confidence is through the roof, you're at an all-time high all the time, you know, you got your momentum, you're patient, you're working hard, your mindset's in the right place, you're in communication with everyone, you know that there's abundance for everything to go around, you have your narrow focus, you're strategic, you're investing into yourself, and no one can fuck with you. I'm telling you, that's like what I've learned in the past year, and I promise you, if you just like kind of live by those things and also like experience like, you know, your side of it, like go test shit out and you're gonna fucking learn more, you know. So learn by doing, guys. That is really everything I have to say. Like, if you want to move to LA, I promise you it's not that hard. Like, I was telling someone, oh, I was playing Fortnite today, and I was just like, yo, like, what do you want to do after high school? He's like, I don't know. I was like, you can like travel, you can, you know, move to LA, you can go to college. And I told him all of them will do the same thing, but the thing you'll probably save the most money on is moving to LA, because you're gonna work, right? You're gonna pay for rent, you're gonna do all these things, and you're gonna learn everything about yourself that you would have learned in college. But you're not gonna go in debt. So that's basically it. If you wanna move to LA, hit me up. I can give you more tips. If you wanna, you know, have me go like more in depth on certain topics, you know, just hit me up, ask about certain things, comment down below, let me know what you wanna see next, and I think that's pretty much it. I'll see you next week. Christian, you have anything to say? Christian was my fucking cheerleader through this right now. He was just like, yeah, let's chill real quick. Christian, what's up, bro?
Not much, bro. I just waited here for about an hour when the first thing Austen said to me was, bro, this will take one take. Yeah, it's taking about 10, so appreciate. Subscribe, click the little bell, and like always, see you next week. Peace!
Oh, by the way, we have a new series, me and Christian coming out with.
Roommate tapes. It's like porn, but like light porn.
Light porn of what goes on in this fucking room. Look at this place. This is crazy. It's a trap. Peace out, guys.